Hello, Moose here once again, and today we're playing Terraria, but instead of killing my enemies with swords, diamonds that shoot out beams, or frogs, I'm clicking them to death. Yep, I'm playing Terraria's clicker class. So immediately after making my master mode world, I started gathering some wood and made my first weapon, the wooden clicker, which had about the same damage output as licking someone passionately. I then made wooden armor and built some Japanese capsules for my NPCs to live in. Then I wanted to go mine. As I was saying, I wanted to go mining and get some ores and get better armor and weapons. So I was roaming around with the recipe browser and I found out a couple of accessories, like the click and glove, which yeah, that's a negative, chief. So I then waited for it to become daytime and then went underground to get some ores and heart crystals. I then went back home and crafted the platinum clicker and the click and glove, but I still got shat on by a yellow slime. I then carved out a small area for me to plant some gem acorns so I can eventually get a gem hook. I then randomly got a dream clicker and I would show you how I got it, but I paused my OBS, so deal with it. I then went to get more platinum, but I died miserably many times. I then thought about using an auto clicker because I didn't want to speedrun carpal tunnel, so instead of spamming my mouse many times, I could just hold it down. Now I needed to get more platinum. I grabbed 2 Spelunker potions and mined platinum and some other gems that I needed, and I found some Hermes boots. After making the rest of the platinum armor, I then fought Cthulhu with ease. I then finally made the magic storage and wanted to start the Brain of Cthulhu, but that came with a few challenges and deaths. While I couldn't defeat it, I still got enough Crimtane bars and tissue samples to craft a Deathbringer pickaxe and started digging to hell. Okay, when I reached hell, I was trying to mine some hellstone to get some hellstone armor and tools, but emphasis on the word trying because I died so many times because I was just so underpowered. I eventually got myself enough bars to make the armor set and the red hot clicker. I then fought the Brain of Cthulhu. I then built 10 more NPC box houses. Okay, so after some time the goblin army spawned in naturally, which was just at the right time since I wanted to get the rocket boots and merge some accessories. Then straight after the event was over, I grabbed a hunter potion and searched for the bound goblin, which I eventually found. So now I'm going to build an arena for Skeletron, but not only did I get another goblin invasion, I also got a blood moon event. Just my luck. So after all that shenanigans, I finally got to work with the Skeletron arena. I then thought I could do this fight without any potions, but no, I died. I can finally... Fuck. Okay, so now I can finally fight Skeletron. After that was done, I adventured the dungeon to find 3 things: the Cobalt Shield, the Shadow Key, and the Will to Live. So I managed to only get a Shadow Key before I died in the dungeon, so I thought it'd be better to go straight to hell and open some Shadow Chests, since there was a chance for me to get a clicker weapon called the Umbral Clicker. By the way, this took forever to find. Like, there wasn't a single clicker in the entire right side of the underworld. Like, I eventually found it, but I opened like 85% of the entire shadow chest my world had. Anyway, I built some platforms in hell and managed to get the guide voodoo doll and made the motherboard armor set, which is specialized in the clicker class, after I grabbed some potions and fought the wall of flesh. So right after that, I went down to the underground desert to get some ancient cloth so I could upgrade the regular clicking glove that clicks every 3 seconds to every 1 second. Wow. I then went to my hollowed biome and farmed some gastropods to get the chocolate chip, then made it into the chocolate milk and cookies accessory. After I'd done that and survived another blood moon, I went to mining to find some palladium, mithril and titanium ore. And luckily after doing all that it started raining, so I went to my hollowed biome and farmed the rainbow slimes so I can get a new armor upgrade, the RGB armor set. I made the titanium clicker and killed a bunch of walls of flesh so I could get the clicker emblem. After I got that I made the pixie wings. So I wanted to get ichor so I can make the crimson clicker because it would shoot out ichor that would weaken the enemy's defense. But while I was collecting some, Skeleton Prime was gonna spawn in and I had no arena to fight him or was remotely ready to fight this bastard. So death was inevitable. Alright, so now I got enough ichor. I made the crimson clicker and luckily the pirates spawned in so I can test my new toy. And I also got a new clicker called the Captain Clicker. Next I made myself an arena for the mechanical bosses, and just as I was finished with the arena, Skeleton Prime is going to spawn in again, but this time I will be victorious. So after that I thought I could defeat the destroyer, but no, that was not the case today. To pass time for the next mech fight, I tried to fight the Queen Slime, but I died. But the second time I was successful. I then made a bunch of king slime spawners and spawned them in the ocean to get the pirate maps so I could farm the pirate invasion and get some money for reforging. I then did the pirate invasion, a blood moon event, and to add the cherry on top I got a solar eclipse, but I didn't mind that since I can get an even better clicker called the eclipse clicker. I then used it on the destroyer and killed it, but the twins killed me straight after. Twice. But hey, third time's a charm as everyone says, except me. But hey, after you get railed by twins a couple of times, you eventually understand how to combat them. So now I made the pickaxe axe. I started mining chlorophyte ore and grabbed some life fruit. I then felt like I was unwanted in the jungle, so I went back home and turned those ores into bars and made the chlorophyte clicker. Oh shit. But I needed more chlorophyte, so I went back to the jungle and used the mining and spelunker potion to find as many chlorophyte ores and life fruit as I could. Ooh, a portable particle accelerator. Speaking about particle accelerators, I want to do 100 hours playing Terraria Satisfactory 1.0 video, but the thing is my PC is a potato. So once I get some upgrades I'll most likely start it, and I know that there's only like one person that comments on my videos, so I'm basically talking to them. So yeah. What's up dude? I then went over to the underground ice biome to farm some ice mimics and get the aim assist module and then upgrade it to the aimbot module. I then made an area for life fruits to spawn in, and just below I made an arena for Plantera. And then once again I farmed the pirates so I can get some money. I also wanted the black spot mount so I could fly and have good momentum while I used other accessory slots that would buff the clicker weapon. I then defeated Plantera twice. I then went to my dungeon and got a couple of ectoplasms so I could make the spectre wings and spectre clicker, which I really want since I could hit enemies through the walls, which is pretty sweet. I then went over to my jungle temple and fought Golem once, twice, and that's it because I died to him on the third time. So the next clicker upgrade I wanted was a high-tech clicker, which is obtained by killing the Martian sorcerer. I want to die. And as I expected, I died so many times. I even dug under my arena so no mobs would attack me while I was fighting the sorcerers, but no, it still kicked my ass and spat on my defeated body. But I got it in the end. So before I fight the cultists and the pillars, I made myself about 1000 asphalt blocks for the Moonlord fight, since it would have been impossible to build this thing while a bunch of astral enemies was gangbanging me. And also the clicker weapons were absolutely shit against them. So enemies I defeated the cultists, which is simple, but the pillars, yeah, not so much. But I discovered a strategy will annihilate every single enemy, and that is edging. I go in so a few enemies spawn in and then move out to kill him. So after killing 2 pillars, I made the mice clicker, which is amazing, but had the disconnected modifier, which is the worst one out of every modifier. So I legit had to sell every bar I had and kill a bunch of Cthulhu's to get a decent reforge. So all I had to do was to start this pillar, and okay, well I'm gonna wait this out because I don't want slimes dropping on my head while I'm fighting a god. Alright, so now I defeated the Stardust pillar and finally be done with the clicker class. And nope, because I got manhandled. So now I did the cultist and the pillars again, and this time I for sure can tell you that I got burned. And then I tried this again with the sigils, but I died. Now here's where I realized my accessories were based on the clicker having high damage percentage, but it didn't matter if the Moonlord could kill me by sneezing. So now I got accessories that made me survive longer in battle apart from the aimbot module because I love that way too much. So I crafted the Master Ninja gear and reforged all my accessories to warding apart from my Terrace block boots because you have to take out a mortgage to reforge it 4 times. So that's staying as armored. But there was one issue. Mentally, I was in the gutter. I kept getting killed by the Moonlord. All that time wasted. All my money is gone by that greedy goblin. I am sick and tired of getting railed by the Moonlord. But I channeled my inner Nick A30. Never back down, never give up. Never back down, never give up. Never back down, never give up. I will never back down and never give up. I, Chocolate Mousse, will never fuck. God damn it. Against all odds, I was pushed against the walls. I am sick and tired of doing these motivational speeches. I killed it. Easy peasy. So now I got a new clicker called the Lord's Clicker, and I was able to make the clicker class post Moonlord armor set called the Mice Armor, which is the best armor in the game for this class. Now you would think I could beat the Moonlord very easy. Nah, fuck it. Just subscribe, will ya?